GED Science, how to understand genetics inheritance patterns. Imagine trying to solve a mystery about why you have your eye color or why some traits skip generations. That's what understanding genetics inheritance patterns is all about. It helps explain how traits pass from parents to children and why they show up the way they do. Genes are tiny units made of DNA that carry instructions for traits like hair color or blood type. Each gene has different forms called alleles. When a child is born, they inherit one allele from each parent for every gene. These inheritance patterns tell us how these alleles are passed and expressed. The first pattern is autosomal dominant. This means only one copy of a dominant allele is enough for the trait to show up. If one parent has the trait, most children will have it too. For example, Huntington's disease follows this pattern. The second pattern is autosomal recessive. Here, a person needs two copies of a recessive allele to have the trait. If they only have one, they are a carrier and usually don't show the trait. Cystic fibrosis is an example. Carriers can pass the gene to their children without knowing it. Next is X-linked inheritance, which involves genes on the sex chromosomes. The X chromosome is larger and carries more genes. X-linked dominant traits affect males and females but are more common in females. X-linked recessive traits mainly affect males because they have only one X chromosome. Hemophilia is an example of this. Males with the gene will have the condition because they don't have a second X to mask it. Mitochondrial inheritance is another pattern. It only passes from mothers to children because mitochondria come from the egg. Both males and females can be affected, but only mothers pass it on. This pattern explains some inherited diseases caused by mitochondria. Gregor Mendel, known as the father of genetics, helped explain these patterns. His law of segregation states that each parent gives one allele for each gene. His law of independent assortment says genes for different traits are inherited separately. To predict how traits will pass, we use tools like the Punnett square. It shows all possible allele combinations from parents and the chances of each trait appearing. For example, crossing a tall plant with a short one, where tall is dominant, results in all tall offspring if the tall trait is dominant. Some traits are influenced by many genes and environmental factors. These are called multifactorial traits. Conditions like heart disease or diabetes don't follow simple inheritance rules. Knowing these basics helps you answer GED Science questions about how traits are passed and what to expect in different inheritance patterns. It's all about understanding how genes work and how they shape the traits we see in every person.